All right, we're going to be doing this little ramp story. First of all, I'm going to start out by naming this drawing, ramp. I'm just going to put in two little construction lines over here and write in ramp. Let's just get some lights on here. Ramp, R-A-M-P. Okay, this is the one that we are busy with, okay? Note the alphabet that I've got over there. That's the alphabet that I use over here. I come in over here, I'm going to draw another two little construction lines over here, and I'm going to write in scale. Okay, and we are going to do this as a scale 1:1 drawing. Right, I'm going to start out and I'm going to draw the little ramp. I'm going to draw off a length of about 160 millimeters or thereabouts, okay? Let me just dimension that line. Take my pencil over here, draw a little leader line, or an extension line, not a leader line. And I draw, note that gap of about 10 millimeters over there, line coming across there. Draw in a little arrow. Note these arrows are not very thick arrows, they're very thin little arrows, sort of darkened in just on that and pointing in the direction of the leader line, pointing in the direction of the leader line. I'm then going to measure off that length of line that I've got there and write that in. Maybe just to measure quickly what that line length is for my particular drawing. And to take my pair of dividers, measure that off quickly. And I measure off, that is 142 millimeters. Right, so there we go. There is the 142. Note the 4 is a closed 4 like that, and you'll see that that measurement is sort of in the middle of that line. Right, next thing is to draw a vertical perpendicular line. So I'm going to come in over here and I'm going to take my pair of compasses. I'm going to extend this line out just a little bit. Okay, so construction line coming out from the end there. Extend my pair of compasses out. This can be any length. Okay, we could measure it. I'm going to make it about 20 millimeters radius over there. And I'm going to draw a little arc coming all the way around there. Hopefully you can see that. I then take my pair of compasses. I extend them out a little bit further. Okay, and I'm going to make an arc coming from the intersection of that extended line and that little arc. So I've got a little arc coming over there. Go to the other side, make another little arc over here, and that will give me a perpendicular line which I can draw in going straight up over here. Now that is a construction line that I want you to draw, not a dark line. The next thing that I want you to do is to bisect that 90-degree angle that I've created over there. Bisecting, I'm going to take my pair of compasses, draw a little arc over there, come down to this point over here, draw a little arc over there, and I now have a line which is exactly 45 degrees. Again, we are wanting that to be done with a construction line coming out there. Right? Not a dark line, it's a construction line. I'm doing it with colored pencils at the moment. I'm now going to bisect the 45-degree angle, take my pair of compasses, I do an arc over there from where that little arc over there intersects, and another little arc over there, and you can see where that intersects over here. I'm going to draw in a construction line going out at 22.5 degrees. So there we go. There's my line going out at that 22.5 degrees. Worked very accurately here. I don't think that I did that very nicely, but you can get the idea of that 22.5 degree angle. Once I've got that, I'm then going to draw in where I feel my ramp needs to go. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line going up over there and a line coming down over here, giving me a ramp with an angle of 22.5 degrees. Right, there we go. That's that done. Once I've got that, I now drop some lines coming down over here from the length of the ramp, okay? And we are now going to draw in the top view of the ramp. In other words, if I'm a little bird and I'm looking down from the top of this thing, what am I going to see? Obviously, the length is not going to change. I'm going to have a line coming across there. I'm going to draw a line coming across over there. And I'm going to draw in a line going down over there, a line coming down over there. That gives me the length of the ramp. But if I'm a little bird, I'm looking down, I'm going to see this corner over here as well. So I need to have a line coming down over there as well. That gives me the top view of that ramp. Right, to do the left view, note you have already got this 45-degree angle over here perfectly constructed. So I'm going to extend that out. I'm going to take that out over here, just a construction line coming down over there. Take lines coming across over here. And a line coming across over here. Take that up into this drawing over here. And a line coming up over here. I'm going to draw lines coming across from the height of this thing. It comes across over there, from the height over there, coming across over there, and I now have the left view of this object. Right. Once I've got that in place, I can then start playing around and putting some little straws, etc., to represent what the insides of this thing is going to look like. I'm going to just going to draw some straws in on this thing. I want a straw to come down over here in the middle. There it is. And I know the width of the straw is about that. I'm going to place another one over here. I'm going to come over here, place another one over there. And I'm going to say, all right, I want a little bit of strength placed in over here. So I've got another straw, which I'm going to place down over there. Right, where are those straws going to be placed on this drawing? I'm going to just get a circle stencil quickly. There we go. There's a circle stencil. And I want a straw with that diameter. You can see that diameter that I've got over there. I'm going to pop that in over here. And draw a little circle over there. Come up over here, draw another little circle over there. Right, come across. There's that one over there. Drop that down into my drawing over here. Accurately drop that down over there. And drop that down straight over there. Come over here. There's that straw over there. Drop that down into the drawing over here. And drop that down into the drawing over here. Right, those little straws that I've got over there should actually be done in hidden detail if that surface of the ramp was in place. I'm going to pretend that the surface of the ramp is not in place. I also have these straws that are going to come down over here. There's a straw that I've got in place over there. And the end of it is actually going to be a sort of an ellipse shape. I'm not going to go into any construction methods to show that, but you'll be able to see that idea. And another one on this side coming down over there. And I'm going to just draw in an ellipse shape over there. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to take these straws across into this view over here. So I take a line coming across from all of these straws and from all of these straws over here and pop that into my left view by taking lines going up, perfectly up over here, into the view over there, all right, and into the view over there. All right, top of the straws, okay, you're going to have a little bit of hidden detail sort of idea over there. I've got another straw over here. You can see the top of it sort of being cut off over there, and I'd end up with a sort of an elliptical shape over there, just some hidden detail over there. Same story on this side. There we go. There we go. Let's just get that elliptical sort of shape over there. Hidden detail, sort of elliptical shape over there. Same story over here. Okay, and you can just freehand in that sort of elliptical shape of the straw that's been cut at an angle. Right, once I've got that, I can then draw in a line coming straight down over there, a line coming straight down over there, a line coming straight down over there, line coming straight down over there, and there we go, there is the straws drawn in. that straw that you are seeing there, this straw that you've got over here, and that straw over there, if you look at it, if I'm standing over here, looking across, that is the first straw that I'm able to see over there. These other ones are behind it, hence the hidden detail which I've got in there. Right, last thing that you're going to do is to draw in some little pieces of string. I've got a piece of string which I'm going to draw in over there. Another little piece of string which I'm going to draw in over there. Same story over here. This is called cross bracing, and it just will strengthen up the rim really beautifully. There we go. You need to draw in those strings. I'm just going to take it from the outside, there, and there, there, and there, okay? If you're looking down on top of the string, well, there it is. You actually have two pieces of string in line with each other over there, two pieces of string in line with each other over there. So in other words, I've got two pieces of string looking like that, but you can't see more than just one little line coming across. Same story over there, two pieces of string like that. Same story over there. If you look at that, can you see that idea? Everybody seeing that idea? Right? Okay, same story over here. I'm going to say, all right, I want to have a piece of string, which I'm going to draw in from that going to there, and from that going to there. And we're going to put in that string over here. It's a string going from there to there. Piece of string going from there to there. And you'll be able to see that string coming down over here. There it is. Happy with that idea? Easy peasy? Right, so that is what I need you to do. I'd like you to put in some dimensions. I'd like you to measure for me the width of your object, and you are going to draw in two little extension lines sticking out. In fact, just take it from this side. Little extension line coming out there, little extension line coming out there. Draw in a dimension line over here. Draw in the little arrow, nice thin little arrow, nice thin little arrow, and you are going to draw in right in that dimension. Note the little construction lines. I measure that off. Let's just measure that quickly with this ruler, and I have got 40 millimeters, so I'm going to write in 40 over there. Note, I do not write millimeters afterwards. You don't need to do that. If you wanted to, you could put that same dimension in over here. It's the line coming across. Do your little extension line coming down. Make sure that there's a little gap between the actual object and the dimension line. Line there, and you could write in 40. If you look at this, that dimension over there is exactly the same as that dimension over there. What is the height of this thing? I can take a little leader line coming off there, little leader line coming off there, and I write in a dimension. I want you to see the orientation of my writing with this, because it's quite important. The height of this is it is 48 millimeters, so I'm going to write in using some little construction lines here as well. There's a construction line there, and I said that was, sorry, I just need to measure that, 48 millimeters, 48. Note the orientation of the writing. Okay, so note the orientation of the writing and where it is. It is on the left-hand side of the dimension line. That 48 is on the left-hand side of the dimension line. So if I turn this page around, the dimensions would be written on top of the dimension line. Dimension written on top of the dimension line. Dimension written on top of the dimension line. There we go, that's that. The last thing that you need to do is to draw in a little cone story over here, which I'll explain to you in a tick. There we go, there is a little story over there. Draw in a little circle in the middle of that. Draw in some center lines on there. draw in a little center line coming across over here. And then I'm going to quickly draw in a line which is exactly the same size as that circle, and a little line further back over here, the same size as the big circle. Note the dimension over there, the dimension over there. And I'm going to draw in this little cone story, which shows the front view. The front view is what I'm drawing at the moment. That is that cone shape. And the left view, if I'm standing over here looking at it, what do I see? I see a left view, and I draw that left view on the right-hand side. You'll see over there, there's my front view of the ramp. I'm standing on the left-hand side. Whatever I see over there, I draw on the right-hand side of the front view. A little bird looking over here, looking down. What does it see? It sees the top of the ramp, and there's the top of the ramp.